Welcome to the UiPath Introductory Training. In the previous video, we had a quick look at two types of projects, sequences and flowcharts. We've seen that both of them can be used within the same workflow as containers for other activities. Nonetheless, they suit different purposes. If our process is linear and involves the execution of several consecutive actions, sequences are the best choice. However, if our process involves complex connections between activities, then flowcharts are more convenient. Let's find out more. Let's see some real activities, not only these containers. Delete these empty flowcharts and sequences created in the previous video and drag in a message box activity. If we can't find it on the left pane, we can simply look for it using the search bar. Connect it to the start node by dragging this little plug to the one of the message box activity, or by right-clicking the activity box and selecting Set as Start Node. If this is your first contact with an activity, take your time to familiarize yourself with its properties. You can edit all of them, but we'll just mess with caption and text for now. Let's put My First Message Box as the caption and Hello World as the text, both between quotation marks. And let's run this super-duper workflow by going to the big green Run button, or the smaller white one. By the way, we can hide the big buttons, as in most modern MS apps. Great, there is our message box with the caption and the text. Now, let's just adjust it a bit by replacing the current message, Hello World, with our previously created variable, My Message to the World. All we have to do is select the text, type my, and the rest of the name auto-completes. So, feel free to give your variables descriptive names, as it's best to keep your workflows tidy. Now, when we run the workflow again, we see that the message is actually the value of My Message to the World variable. And if we change it to something else and run the workflow again, the message is updated. And finally, the universal action, assign. Same as in the mathematical formula, the assign activity is used to transfer the value on the right to the variable on the left. So, if we want to change the content of the My Message to the World variable, we can simply assign it a new value. Now, there's a bit more to this because we can actually have expressions on the right, but we'll discuss that in the next tutorial. I hope you now have a better understanding of how UiPath works. Let's do a quick recap of what we've covered in this tutorial to make sure we didn't miss anything. Along with some basic programming concepts, we've learned that UiPath helps us to automate the actions we perform in various applications, such as click, type, and many others, and provides flowcharts and sequences that enable us to organize the workflows. Flowcharts are more suitable to higher-level organization and sequences for shorter pieces of automation. Then we learned about variables, the little boxes that hold information of different types. In the next training, we'll take these a step further by setting up a few if-else decisions and loops. See you soon.